Be me. Start new job 2 weeks ago. First day. Notice Asian girl who is also new, although in a different department. Glasses with short hair, very much like pic relate. Try not to get a boner whenever I see her. She leaves for the day. While being walked through the facilities later, I see a whiteboard and her name next to the time she left. Week and a half goes by. Due to difference in position, never interacted with her. Boss shows me his computer in a meeting one day. Come here and lookin' on, I'm an open book see cute Asian girl's first name and some document followed by a Chinese surname. Interesting, a college-age Chinese girl working a wage slave job. Yesterday. She is doing tasks right in front of me, walking back and forth. At the time I think this is her giving me an opportunity, but she could also just be doing what she was told. Will feel like an ass if I don't say something now. Go up to her, introduce myself. Hey, are you Ling Ling? I'm Anon, nice to meet you. Looking kind of timid but very cute, she says yes. Nice to meet you Anon. Coon.jpg. Accent is strong as fuck, fresh of the boat. My obsession intensifies. I just wanted to introduce myself, are you also new here? Blah blah blah. I get the feeling she wants the BWC. Later she approaches me to ask an irrelevant question. Fuck yes, she does. What do I never get to talk to her at work, but I know if given 5 minutes with her alone, I could get her number and perhaps lick her nipples among other things. Be me, junior year of HS. Always chilled with best friend in pep band. Both dateless virgins. New freshman joins. Seems to have a thing for my friend. Kinda weird, hardcore LGBT type, went back and forth between lesbian and bi, but cute. They start going out after a while. Have to be supportive but secretly resentful. Become a third wheel. Literally went to watch Infinity War with them sucking lips next to me. Can't express myself like a normal person. Write an autistic rage document about how life sucks and send it to them and then sleep. She decides the best course of action is to write one about how her life sucks too, didn't help. Eventually go to prom with her freshman friend, was pretty pathetic so didn't have any potential dates actually in my grade. Chess nice but kinda dumb, but in a charming way, also Latina. Fast forward to freshman year of uni. They're still dating, but it's on the rocks, she broke up with him cause she said she was lesbian, fucked a guy on a farm, and then came back. Mad at both of them for some reason, pretty sure they fucked in my basement when I went upstairs to look for something the previous year. Eventually convince him to break up with her. Still single and resentful. Convince him to let me fuck her over. Sign up her email for spam. Change her passwords, she used regular words. Notice one time my VPN was off. Echolocation tracked. Panic. Change passwords back. She tries to contact me about all this. Don't respond. It's been a few years, I'm a junior in uni now, and I feel bad for what I did because it wasn't really warranted. Kinda want to see if I can mend ties with her, but don't even know if it's possible. What do you all think of this? Keck, you're literally me. Same time frame, just different events. Be me, October-November 2019. Living in Brooklyn, part-time job, studying mechanical engineering in school. Spick sucker punches me on the back of the head in the subway. In the hospital the next day. Get fired from job. Fall into deep depression, end up dropping out of college. Decide that I need to phone Nick. End up not re-enlisting in the National Guard, the only thing that brought joy to my life. Decide to go active duty. COVID hits, paperwork gets stalled. End up moving back in with my dad. Become increasingly isolated, jaded, and distrustful because of this meme pandemic, with a 99% survival rate. Lose my gains because no gym. Also become increasingly deranged, hateful, unstable, and depressed. Decide to try the Coast Guard instead. To put it in perspective, I could have re-enlisted in my old unit at any time and made decent money during the COVID mission. Flunk out of their boot camp, discipline, bearing and basic competence, slipped during my year of neatdom. In retrospect, that was a horrible mistake because if I wasn't such a bitch, I could have just been recycled and made it. End up spending most of this year living with my dad, slowly picking up the pieces, get a job, etc. Still broke. Still lonely. Will probably drop out of these online classes I enrolled in because I can't focus on the material. 25. No idea what I'm doing with my life. Sorry for the blog post, your story is very similar to mine. Be me. Match with QT gamer girl streamer on Tinder. Talk on Snapchat for a few days. She ghosts me, I delete her. Repeat for a second time. Match for a third time on Bumble. Tell her I don't really want to go through the process of getting ghosted again. She explains that not being able to see messages before opening them gives her anxiety. Whatever.jpg. She gives me her number instead. We text every day, sometimes me texting first, sometimes her. Ask her how I'm doing compared to her other simps. She says she's only talking to me because she can barely handle talking to one person, let alone multiple at a time. Don't believe her, but I appreciate it anyway. I know she had an OnlyFans from one of our previous matches which bothered me at the time, but now don't care. She's really nice, likes vidya, and a literal 9/10, only dropped because she irregularly wears wigs. She has a group of orbiters on Discord who she talks to a lot. She claims to be looking for the right person for her. Doesn't present any clear signs of mental illness. She played D&D over Discord tonight, but still texted me throughout while I was at work. Should I even pursue her when she's an e-girl who suckles on the attention of subpar men who give her money in hopes of her giving them the slightest amount of attention? If so, how do I not fuck this up like every other girl I've dated recently by either being a dick and pushing them away or being too clingy? INB4 She has a penis. P.S. Cute, so I don't care. I made a couple threads a while ago about being shit in relationships and posting text message screenshots, so hopefully someone remembers my name. Pickrel. Pick not related. Be me. 20yo college sophomore. Work part-time and retail. In the Army National Guard as a 35F intelligence analyst. Might be relevant since this job requires you to have a TS security clearance. Clearance might help in job placement in the future, especially with government jobs. Currently a biochemistry major, but I'm like 90% sure I'm not going to enjoy this path if I keep it up. Taking the biology class for the third time since I dropped it the 2 previous times, which should be a sign that I should consider something else or that not going to enjoy trying to go down the pharmacy route. College has an information technology degree program. Link: https://www.coastal.edu/computing/programs/it/. This might be a better option since I could see myself actually excelling in the IT field, sysadmin, web developer, network admin, etc. Still deciding which one I would want to focus on. I'm aware that both certs, experience, and networking is very important, but that shouldn't be a problem since I'm in a college setting. Networking won't be a problem, and I know either my town or nearby towns have companies that will offer internships. Only immediate downside I can see from me going this route is that I'll be even further behind than I already am. However, since the Army has paid for and is paying for most of my college tuition, graduating late isn't that big of an issue aside from my folks being annoyed by that. Your friends have probably already graduated, cool. I don't care. Let me focus on my education instead of comparing myself to others. Is it in general still a good career path to go down? What's some advice you can give to a complete novice? I know very little about programming or home labs and stuff like that, but I'm very willing to learn. Especially over the summer, when I have more free time. Also, how much would my clearance help me in job hunting? Do employers care about that at all? Be me. Meet this girl on dating app. Talk about all kind of stuff. Everything is going great until she brings up the elections that are happening this weekend. Find out she's an absolute retard gorilla liberal. Literally the Marapafugees tube of liberal. The kind of libtard that would bring total economic collapse to the country just to give every Tyrone and Jamal free jibs for everything. She finds out I'm a right-wing nationalist and also a candidate in said elections. Says she feels I'm still a good guy, but is now a bit apprehensive about my worldviews. I tell her not to worry about it, I respect her political views. We still decide to go out, avoid the subject, and have a good time and end up at her place and have sex. I go home and ghost her from then on, literally tell her thanks for the sex and say it would never work out anyways. Are political views really a deal breaker in relationships, or is it just me? Any anons who ever had relationships with someone from a different party or with different politicians' views? How do you make it work or cope with it? Be me. Meet this Latina at a dance hall. It's a pay-to-dance kinda place minus the stripping. On the first night of meeting her, she's kissing me constantly in the mouth as we dance and have a few drinks. Don't think much of it. Kiss her back, and she tells me to kiss her harder. Hot.com. A few nights of dancing with her and having a good time go by. Then she takes a vacation overseas. Buys me an expensive Dominican rum from her country for my birthday. I get confused. Does this woman like me? I know that most strippers and dancers treat their customers well, but to go out of their way to buy me a gift and bring it back to a customer is beyond me. I asked a couple of my buddies who frequent the club, and they said they're confused too and have never heard of that. She even got me a Dominican Trinigar keychain, and she got so excited when I was fastening it to my set of keys. I was like, WTF, it's just a fucking keychain, I thought to myself. How can I tell if she likes me without asking her and not looking like a total creep? How can I further escalate things with her? Do you guys have experience with strippers or dance girls? Be me. Go to USA for unit exchange for 2 years. Meet a guy who sells me Adderall real cheap, like $1 pill. Get hooked, consume 2 to 3 pills a day. Fucking awesome. Go back to Europe. Can't find a dealer anywhere. Cheapest Addy on Silk Road is $29 pill. Can't make my own, no time. Coke is cheap and plentiful. Should I quench my Adderall addiction with cocaine? What am I looking at in terms of side effects, health problems, ect? Talk me out of taking snow, bros. I'm really craving that American sweet study drug. Be me, 20. Decide I want to get into a relationship. Feel happy and content enough by myself to handle another person and their personality. Download dating apps, act more confident, am very quiet and shy. Have a bad day mood and suddenly fear any and all relationships. All people are evil and out to abuse you and put you in jail for their amusement. Or, no one would ever love because I'm disgusting and ugly. Rinse, repeat. What do?